Part 2. Azure Moon. Verdant Rain Moon. Our chosen paths. The Kingdom Army has captured Fort Mercius. Managing troops from the now stable Western Kingdom and former Alliance territory, the Kingdom Army returns to Garreg to regroup and reorganize its forces. With sufficient might to challenge the Empire, the Kingdom Army finalizes their plans to march on Enbar, the Imperial capital.
All right. At some point today, I think it's going to. Yeah, there we go.
Ah, there you are. His Highness was looking for you.
Oh, he was?
He's gone ahead and started interrogating the prisoner, Viscount Kleiman's man. He said he'd like for you and I to be present as well. Will you come with me?
Certainly.
I cannot overlook your reckless remarks. Are you really so keen to lose your head?
I only did what I believed was right. I swear to the goddess that I'm not lying. Amidst the turmoil of the tragedy, Lady Patricia was supposed to be the only one who was unharmed. We had been given orders ahead of time to not approach her carriage.
So she was an accomplice?
Of course not. What would my stepmother have had to gain from such a...
Perhaps Lady Patricia would have done anything to return to the Empire, to her husband and daughter.
What exactly are you implying?
For the past few months, I've been spying on lords who defected to the Empire in order to investigate rumors about Lady Patricia. Cornelia's words were true. The two of them, I am afraid they conspired together after all.
Enough of this nonsense. You say she wished to return home? That isn't nearly enough reason to cause such a tragedy.
I do not intend to imply that the two of them were solely responsible for the whole affair. They were likely nobles who opposed the king, or potentially someone who wanted to throw the kingdom into chaos. The Empire and people like Solon and Kranya had their motives too.
So my stepmother joined with them to cause the tragedy. Is that what you believe?
Ultimately, this is just conjecture based on the evidence at hand. I have no idea what their true intentions were.
I see. We will hear what this man has to say. For now.
My lord had long felt that King Lambert's radical ways were dangerous. At the time, he was approached with an offer to take part in the incident at Dusker. My lord loves his homeland. To me, he embodied justice. We were only doing what we thought was right.
And so, in the name of justice, he caused massacre upon massacre out of love for his homeland. You murdered your own king, killed our soldiers, and involved innocent citizens. And yet you have the gall to speak of justice!
I am only standing before you now, because I could no longer bear the weight of my sins.
Well, do you regret what you did?
No. I accept your hatred, and even the punishment of death. But I still believe it was a massacre in the name of justice.
Gilbert, lock this man in his cell.
Are you not going to kill him?
I will make that decision once I have had time to consider this man's definition of justice.
Yes, Your Highness.
Well, he's changed. I think we already know the answer to that, but let's check in on him.
No, I cannot say that I am. Tell me, Professor, how well do you remember your father, Gerald? Soon enough, you will come to understand how painful it is to forget the faces of those who have passed on. To be honest, I cannot really remember my stepmother's... that woman's smile. nor the sound of her voice. I always told myself that I would not allow my mind to forget, and yet, all I can recall with clarity is her gazing away, so forlorn. Did my stepmother wish to go home so badly that she would kill Father and me? Kill her false family? Home to her own blood. Her true family.
Well, there's really no way to know for sure.
I suppose it doesn't make any difference now. I am asking you questions you could not possibly know the answer to. I am finished with thoughts like that. I am finally able to go on living without clinging to hate. If I truly treasure those who have died, then I must earnestly atone for my sins. Father, Glenn, all of the soldiers who have fallen, the people of Dusker who still suffer persecution. The only atonement I can offer them now is to take responsibility for this broken kingdom that has been entrusted to me. That is why I feel that I must meet with Edelgard and try to talk to her. Do you think it is a fool's errand? Honestly, I think so too. But I must swallow my feelings and grudges, our whole history really, and ask her about this future that she sees. What she aims for once her domination is complete. What kind of justice she clings to as she fights. And why she felt it necessary to start this war. I believe that asking her these things is the true responsibility I have been tasked with as king. We will march our troops to the Imperial capital. But before any battle begins, we will set up camp nearby and send a messenger. I will tell her that I need to speak with her in a safe place, without any weapons or troops. As to whether or not she will agree to my request, well, that rests solely on Edelgard. I would like to believe that as well. You know, Professor, when we fought in Ferdiad, Cornelia mocked me and called me pitiful. But even if it is true that my stepmother never loved me, I am not to be pitied. After all, I have allies and dear friends who care for me. And now, I also have you by my side.
Alright. That's quite a lot of craziness going on. Oh, well, we only got one conversation.
Chop the vegetables into bite-sized pieces. After that, skim the top layer off the pan. Be mindful of the heat.
Certainly, Chef Didou.
There is no need to call me that. Are you displeased?
No, not in the slightest. I just got momentarily sleepy. It happens to me from time to time. Let me see. First, chop the vegetables. Coming right up, Chef. Didou?
Good.
I am so bored. Day in and day out, it is nothing but dicing vegetables and waiting for water to boil. I want to feel like I am actually cooking. It is not as though I do not know the basics. He could at least let me hold the spatula sometime.
Next, we peel the vegetables.
Chef Didou, I was hoping to speak with you regarding something that has been on my mind.
Speak?
Surely you have noticed my skill while wielding pans and knives. Therefore, I think it is time you taught me how to cook. Beyond all this water boiling and vegetable chopping business.
Impossible.
But why?
All must be done in the proper sequence. And the first step here, whether you like it or not, is to learn to use the tools perfectly.
Come now! You have seen how I use a ladle. You know I'm good for it. He has left me no option but to take matters into my own hands. Stubborn you may be, Chef Didou, but I will show you the true meaning of delicious.
I have a feeling that's just gonna go horribly wrong. Alright, so...
Oh.
Alright.
Well,
Here we are. Hey, Ash!
Returning to the monastery brings back so many memories from 5 years ago. Hard to believe we only spent a year together here. So much happened that it felt a lot longer than that. But it was all so exciting and so much fun. Honestly, I think those memories are what's kept me fighting this long. What was that year like for you, Professor?
I would say it's a bit of both.
Yeah, there were a lot of hard times, too. Let's all do our best to survive this, so we can come back here when it's all over. I know that's what I'll be doing.
Ash is a good guy.
Professor. I keep thinking the war is near its end, then it isn't. When can we finally put this dreadful war behind us? That would be wonderful. Imagine the last moment of combat, then peace. It sounds like a fairy tale. I want to make this a world where there is no fighting, where children can grow up happy and safe.
It's sad, but unrealistic.
Pardon me.
It's a good idea to strive for it, but
No.
gotta look at the realistic side of things too. Fruit and mixed fruit. Alright.
Maybe. I wonder what the Emperor looks like. I bet she's really scary. Oh, you don't think so? I've never seen her, so I was just guessing. She tried to destroy the kingdom and the Alliance, and order the capture of the Archbishop, right? I don't know. Someone who could do such terrible things just has to be really scary looking.
Well, she's actually not.
Yes.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. Momentum's really picking up for this final battle, huh? Even I'm starting to feel tense. Me! Enbar's history goes back 1,400 years. That even predates the founding of the Empire. It's one of the sacred sites of the Seros faith, so it's a pretty big deal. But hey, no need to worry about the monastery while you're fighting the final battle. I've got it covered. I'll defend it to my last.
Gonna be talking to the guy for the
While
final
on
time.
some business, I went to see how the kingdom capital is getting on. There are still some things to work out before it can be restored. But generally, things seem to have calmed down. It's on its way to resuming its old energy.
Well, that's
I think
good.
this will end up being a better kingdom than before. I really believe that.
That is very good.
Professor!
Alright.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, and may or may not be able to finish this sentence.
Seems like the war is gonna end soon. Once the dust settles, it'll be back to rolling in fat stacks of gold for me.
Of course.
Hey, how about a favor?
A speedwing? Alright. Actually, let's get out of here.
Professor?
Yes.
I don't like listening to that song, that little bit, because I've listened to it so much at times. I'm kind of sick of it. Alright, we're gonna store that. Alright, let's look. Oh, we've got quite a bit. Fruit of life, dexterity, strength, charm, and defense. She could use the strength. Just to have 31. Dexterity. Not something that's really needed to be worried about. Well, I know who's getting HP. Charm, defense, and dexterity. I'm actually going to give her the charm. Defense. I'm gonna give that to Byleth, actually. Because your defenses are meh at best. Alright, so the other one was dexterity. I'm gonna give that to Ingrid as well. Alright. Also, Ash, put the extra large bullion up and we're gonna sell that stuff.
Welcome.
Alright.
This one? Thank you. This one? Thank you. Please come again.
Alright.
Hello there.
So,
What do you require?
just gonna go ahead and tell you, you might want to go ahead, if this is what I think it's gonna be, you're not going to have another point in time where you're really at the monastery, so you're going to want to make sure you got everything situated to the way you want it. Because we're not going to be back.
I used to work for Cornelia in Ferdiad. I only followed her because I didn't want to die. But afterwards I felt so ashamed I wanted to die anyway. I still can't figure out why I did it. Anyway, I'm glad you did what you did. From now on, I'm going to devote myself to the kingdom and fight for what I believe in.
Well, that's good. Alright. Lysithea.
Wanting so desperately to speak with Edelgard, just as we're about to fight. Could it be that the prince is having doubts about killing her?
I don't think so.
Then perhaps it is okay. He's certainly changed from the vengeful person he once was. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm actually relieved. A king who's responsible for Fodlan's future can't exact personal vendettas and have a cold heart.
That is correct. Alright. I think that was the one mithril we needed, actually. So we can actually go and get the Parithera or the Gradavis, or however you pronounce that spear's name.
So much rests on this moment. Will the war really be over if we take the capital?
I think so.
Yay! I'm sure it won't end right away, but that's still great news. I truly believe that a peaceful future is waiting at the end of all of this.
I hope this is the final battle. Don't you, Professor? When the war is over, everyone will be busy with their own lives. But let's all meet up again someday. Right here at Garreg Mach. You, His Highness, my father, our monastery friends, the knights, everyone.
That's a great idea.
It was just a silly whim I had, but I really love it. Oh, and I'll bake a bunch of desserts for it. Reunion sweets. All we have to do now is win. Let's get to it, Professor.
That sounds very nice. Okay. Let's head
Professor,
through here.
Once you set out on your next mission, you won't be able to have a proper meal for a while, right? You should eat up while you can. Build up your physical strength to prepare for the mission.
That is true. Alright. Today's special doesn't include anything those people want. Fantastic. Alright. Well, let's go ahead and just kind of go through it.
This
isn't...
And make sure everyone has the best possible motivation as we head forward. And hopefully we don't have really any problems. We might. I hope not, but we might. Let's get the two of them.
That looks appetizing.
I appreciate any good meal.
Alright, this really just setteth at this point. Yeah, let's just have Flame and setteth.
Ah, meals always taste best when it is a company of 3 or more at the table.
Do you not enjoy eating when it's just the two of us? You wound me, Flame.
Shamir. Okay. I'm honestly surprised I haven't been given a chance to get an A with Seth, but that's just me. Alright.
Okay, I'm thinking...
It's very likely that Lady Rhea is confined in the Imperial Palace. If so, then our strategy will be to gain control of the streets and then assault the castle. A street battle followed by a castle invasion. It's just one battle after another. It'll be tough, but we have to win. For Lady Rhea.
Yeah, and that's why I said you're not going to be back here, so this is pretty much going to be one of the... Unless you... depending on how you want to go about it, if you want to make this the last day for the castle visit, you can do that. Or you could just do essentially a fight. What I'm thinking about doing is go through this week, do fighting on this, and have the second week, and then do one last monastery there, and we'll go through that week and do fighting for that. So kind of like the next 2 videos, it's going to be doing a fight. I might actually just have the first fight here, and then I'll do the 2 off screen, and then come back and do the same thing for the next video. That way it's still going to be somewhat succinct in some way, but I'll figure it out.
10 years ago, Dagda and Bridget attacked the Empire from the west. Their final target was the capital. But they were countered at a port town long before they reached their destination. We spent a lot of time going back and forth, but at least we made it this far.
There we go.
I'm getting the hang of this.
What was a Master Seal? So I guess if you wanted to get a Master Seal, you could do that. I don't need a Master Seal, so I won't be worrying about it. And we're gonna check in on Ingrid over here.
I'm so glad you were assigned to the Blue Lion House, Professor. We made it this far, thanks to your guidance and leadership. There's a bitter fight ahead, that much is certain. You have my lance. Yes, let's do this together.
Man. Ingrid is good. I actually like Ingrid a lot. I will say this, there's a lot of like characters throughout this that initially that I didn't like, but when you get to know them, it's like I actually care about you now.
Capital means crossing swords with the Emperor herself. I hope you won't be caught unprepared. I've heard that she'll stop at nothing in the pursuit of victory. Be careful of that Hubert, too. The Minister of the Imperial Household. They say he's a cunning strategist.
I've got a bit of Dusker blood in me. Vargas is our ancestral enemy. But if that man is going to be the king, I don't see any harm in lending him my blade. I believe that we can forge a proud new kingdom. As you can tell, I'm expecting great things. I won't forgive you if you lose.
We're about to put the finishing touches on this war. I wonder how Fodlan will look without the backdrop of death and destruction. I can't wait to see it. On the other hand, I'm terrified of what the future might hold. Who knows if I'll survive the assault on the capital?
You will. And that guy loves walking in place.
Did you know? A magnificent canal flows through downtown Enbar. It's said to have been constructed under the guidance of Saint Saros before the Empire was even formed. Ever since, that canal has been a major lifeline for the capital's development. And now this is how the Empire repays it. Truly, no good deed goes unpunished.
He's stuck. He's just gonna be stuck. Alright. So one is in one place.
I've been thinking about how we've got our own ideas about justice. And so does the Empire. And what's coming? It's not just a battle between us and them. It's our ideals that are fighting. Whoever wins will say they were right, and the other side was wrong. And I get it. That's how it goes. But nobody's willing to talk or compromise. So we'll fight to the death to prove the other guy's wrong. It won't be an easy battle, but let's make sure we come back alive. Right, Professor?
Let's.
What the?
She was shocked.
He intends to speak to the Emperor? She's his stepsister, I know, but this seems risky.
You're against it?
I'm not. I'm sure he's thought it through. If the two can settle this diplomatically, that would be the best way out of this mess. No more bloodshed. Let's just hope he doesn't become so overwhelmed with emotion that he's unable to strike her down, should the need arise.
I have a feeling that's not going to be the case.
Professor.
There's plenty, like, I mean, he was on the verge of wanting to, like, send everyone to their death to kill her, so I don't think he has any problems with that. But he's made a lot of changes since a lot of close people passed. Especially with Felix's dad dying right in front of him.
Well, looks like we're nearing the end of this struggle. I'm sure Lady Rhea is on tenterhooks waiting for me to swoop in and rescue her.
Probably.
I was just kidding. Pay me no mind. Lady Rhea's not waiting for me, I know, no matter how much I might wish she were. She's waiting for you.
Alright.
Sorry, but I'm not the fighting type. All I can do is lend you the stuff you need. And, you know, pray to the goddess for your safety. Win, live, and return, okay? Mostly so you can pay me back for the stuff you borrowed.
Oh, come on! I would say how he ended is important, but... Yeah, she didn't like it.
That reminds me.
Get some authority and faith doing this. So.
I'll keep my voice down. This is no good.
Hello there.
Please.
It matters not how just our cause may be. In the end, war is nothing more than organized murder. I understand the desire to reach a conclusion, but we mustn't overlook the sins inherent in our deeds. Sorry. I have a tendency to preach. We have lost so much, and in return, we have taken much from our enemies. I pray we can put an end to this cycle of violence. I have a request. Thank you very much.
I believe in you, but please ensure that His Highness survives as well. Fodlan's future would be in peril if we lost him. I would not be able to go on. Thank you.
Professor, our next battlefield will be the Imperial capital. There will be no turning back. If you have any unfinished business here, you had best settle it before we depart. I knew I could count on you. Good luck.
Alright.
Need something?
We can do brawling. And that's probably all we're going to be able to get to, so we'll go ahead and do that.
You're all set.
They're all golden statues, but one's completed, the other ones aren't. Yep. Alright, so... With that being said, oh, no. Caspar. How could I forget about Caspar? Oh, come on.
That's right. It's such a relief that we've made it this far without having to fight my father.
Sounds like you're scared.
I bet I'm scared. The Imperial Army hasn't lost a single battle with my father on the field. But still, I wonder what'll happen to him if we win.
I don't know. You may not want to know. Yeah. Alright. There's a support conversation for Byleth up here, so we'll go to it.
Professor.
I will not yield! Yeah!
It's been a while since I had such a close call. If not for you, Professor, I wouldn't have made it. I didn't expect to be ambushed on a simple scouting mission.
Are you hurt?
You should be asking about the mission, not about me. I have to ask, Professor, what brought you here?
I was just worried.
So you came to protect me. I'm beginning to understand why your allies love you. These are selfish times. One doesn't expect to encounter selflessness. You're kind. In that respect, I'd say you're much like Lady Rhea.
You think she's the guy?
Of course. It's thanks to her kindness that I'm here today. I was an outlaw in Fargus. She took me in and let me live here. Didn't I tell you? I was born into House Karen in Fargus. They used to call me Thunderstrike Cassandra. I was implicated in a plot to kill the king. It was a totally false accusation, of course. I had to flee the kingdom, and the Archbishop took me in. I used to be a student at the academy, so I knew I'd be safe here. Lady Rhea saved me once when I was a student, you know. I don't really remember what happened. I was badly injured and near death. Lady Rhea took care of me. She didn't mind getting dirty. She took my muddied, bloodied body into her arms. Since then, Lady Rhea has been my inspiration. I will always serve her, protect her, love her. For some reason, when I think about Lady Rhea, your face comes to mind. You've become an important presence in my life. I wasn't expecting you to have a positive response. I'm not thrilled about it personally. I am still going to keep my eye on you. Not so I can report to Lady Rhea, though. Just because I want to.
Alright. Let's see what's going on the second floor.
Life can be tough, you know. But if you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier. Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right? And I've got friends, Professor, plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by.
They're still hope.
But where is my true love to be found? Where is my ray of hope? At this point, you're the only man who pays attention to me. I guess I'll have to take what I can get.
Well, that's just... you know what? I'm not even going to say anything about that.
I was born in Enbar. My mother and father met in a church there. Not too long after, I was brought into the world. I do not understand how war can happen in such a precious place. It is most regrettable.
Truly is. Alright. Alright, Hanneman.
Enbar's streets are paved with unhappy memories, Professor. I've avoided the damned place ever since I abandoned my nobility. Swore never to return. Now here we are. To return in this manner. Well, I can't say it is something I ever imagined. Especially as I'm returning to end the Empire. What a strange feeling, breaking one's history.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Professor! Here we are, facing the final battle with the Empire. It's been a long, difficult struggle. We have to get Lady Rhea back. And we have to crush the Empire in the name of Captain Geralt. He's watching over us now, protecting us. I know he is.
Rhea will be somewhere in the city. I wonder if she can sense us coming. The battle will soon be upon us. Let us both be at our best for what is to come.
Whenever I think about how we'll be seeing Lady Rhea real soon, I get happy and really get cleaning. We'll get there for sure, right? We'll see her again?
We'll meet her for
I
sure.
just gotta believe Lady Rhea is waiting for us in the capital. We just have to find her.
Alright. That's gonna be it for this. Alright. That's pretty close. We may be able to get it to A+. I'm not sure.
This will be useful.
Well, when half of it's just a good, no, that's not gonna happen. But this, that's gonna get to a B.
I appreciate your efforts. There must be more I can do.
Well, I'm sure.
I appreciate your efforts.
We'll go there. Yeah, let's give it a shot. I was about to say.
Of course I got it. Quite intriguing. I'm just not there yet.
I was seriously gonna go like, wait a minute, is it seriously gonna be 4 goods and that's it? I was gonna have some words. Like you testing me on that. Good night. Hello?
Everything went pretty well today. I'm getting the hang of it.
Alright. Lysithia. You know what?
It was... It was quite... Perseverance is the key.
Having Axe Breaker seems really good. And just put the 8 in there. Alright. Let's move this forward. And for a net, I'm going to slowly start pushing this further. She doesn't gain anything normally because she's not normally writing like Mercedes is. Since she's at an A, I don't... She hasn't learned it, that's the thing. And I don't know if she will. But I do know. Authority. Well, she has an A authority, I'm gonna be fine with that. I'm gonna do... I'm actually gonna do X and writing. Get that boosted up just a tad. I mean, honestly, with it being that close, why not put it on that? Caspar, you're good. Dorothea, going back. We'll do Authority and Flying. Lysithia. You can do Heavy Armor and Flying. Even though technically you don't need it. Flame. You're fine. I think it's C+ that you get the skill for alert stance, if I recall correctly. But there's that. Oh yeah, I already instructed. I don't know what I'm doing there. Alright, let's go.
I must ask you.
Those of northern Fargus are used to the frigid cold, though Garrett Muck is located at a mountaintop. The summer heat can be quite unbearable for soldiers in the north. What can we do to boost their morale? Really, either one of these. But I would say...
Ah, I see.
Yep, that was the better option. It's Manuela's birthday.
Thank you.
I just really don't feel like dealing with that.
I'm
all right.
happy now.
What is that, Sophie?
That worked out well.
This is making sense. I'm finally grasping this.
Ooh, alert stance plus.
Let's put this to the test.
Oh yeah, because instead of 15, you get 30 with alert stance plus, and you can stack it. So for abilities, we can go over to Ingrid. Oh no, it just levels it up. My bad. So she gains 30 avoid if you just wait and do nothing else. So that is what you get for doing an A+ in flying. With riding, you get the movement +1. With heavy armor, you get the weight -5, so the weight -3 becomes the -5, is what my guess is. But, yeah. I guess they didn't want you having +45 avoid if you just wait. That would have been a little bit too overpowered. Alright. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Next one, we're going to be coming back after I do a battle. It's just a couple of battles, and then we'll continue on with this, with doing that, then going through a couple weeks, and maybe doing like a single battle, and then I'll end it there, and I'll do the 2 other ones off screen, or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure something out. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.